What's up, Capricorn? It's the Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to look at your week ahead starting June 2nd, 2025. Capricorn, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers to my channel. You know, I appreciate you. The deck that I am using will be listed in the description box as always. Not reading any reversals, just going to cleanse the energies here from Dawn Sagittarius's messages for the week. And we shall begin with your messages. All right, so what is the potential energy here for Capricorn, my Cappies? Capricorn's energy. What is coming up? What is surrounding Capricorn for this upcoming week? I think we are officially in summer, right? Wasn't it Memorial Day was the first day of summer? Or the mark of the summer solstice? Yeah, the summer solstice. All right, Capricorn, let's cut this deck and begin your messages to see what is the potential energy for you. And we're going to start off with the first card in energy. And we're going to start off with, the same card that started off with Sagittarius. All right, so it's the projection of energy. This is the Five of Jazz. Jazz in this deck is the Wands. So Five of Wands is always how I read it, that, just be careful not to engage. It's rapid energy that could be starting, not to get yourself involved with anyone, whomever it is that, you're surrounded by, whether it's family members, friends, romantic partners, co-workers, whatever. Petty fights and arguments, okay? If it is not that type of energy that you are could be experiencing this week, then some of you Capricorns could be just feeling moments of restlessness. And that restlessness does not mean that this is what you're going to experience for the rest of the week. It may last, like an hour, half a day, or it could be a day out of the week, all right? But don't worry about it too much because that too shall pass as quickly as it comes. Up next is the Eight of Axes. Axes in the deck here that I'm using is Swords. So this is about fears, worries, anxiety, tension, doubts. Could be suspicion, but I always, caution you guys to be careful of this Eight of Swords when it shows up in your spread because it has a tendency, um, to allow you to build up your anxiety, your tension, nervousness, and all of that. If you are specifically worried about something, okay, it could be one concern, it could be two concerns, but I always say make sure that you're not, overpowering your mind or your thoughts with, unnecessary jitter because of the fact that if you're worried about something, you're more than likely are going to put how it's going to end. So, putting an end result. And then if it does happen, whatever it is that you're, worried about or thinking about comes to pass, it never turns out the way that you compile it in your mind. So be careful on that aspect. For others who are dealing with this energy here, I always say, reduce the chaos that is surrounding you, whether it's, dealing with other people or if it's just on a personal level. You want to reduce that energy down to as much as you can, because if you don't do anything about it, and if it's the type of energy that does affect you, then it could lead to the Nine of Swords energy, which is much worse. All right. I also get a break in communication with family members, friends, romantic partners with the Eight of Swords. You're not blindfolded. You're not trapped. You can see yourself out of any situation that you find yourself in. Following the Eight of Swords, now we have the Three of Blues. Blues is the cups in this deck. So there's something to be happy, joyous, and celebratory about. All right. So you could be celebrating someone's birthday, anniversary. Again, just spending quality time with significant others, family members, platonic friends, hanging out with coworkers after work for happy hour. All right. So there's something to be happy and joyous about this week, Capricorn. Then we have the Mama. The Mama here in this deck happens to be the Empress, Major Arcana. Powerful. Okay. Because the Mama here is all about beauty. It's all about having to, again, like, Sagittarius received their energy, the Temperance card. And it may be a week for some Capricorns who may just be pulling back their energies from, having to extend yourself out to other people. Again, when you do that or decide to do that, it's not a selfish act. It's something that you need to do for yourself, replenishing your energies. It could be just taking care of your own personal needs. you know, could be any forms of exercising, modifying diets, taking care of your internal beauty, external beauty. Could be going to hair appointments, nail salons, makeovers, just to feel good about yourself. This is also too, I read, could be, Mother Nature. So you could be just spending some time outdoors enjoying Mother Nature. But also Capricorn, there could be some pregnancy news surrounding you, or someone giving birth to a child. So something new, growing, developing, shaping up around you as well, and that could be in any area. But I feel that this is more or less a refocusing or taking back your energy, and just to um, do the things that you need to do for yourself. Okay. And like I stated before, it's not a selfish move or an act for you to do that. If you're not good to yourself, you're not going to be good to anybody else. So you may as well take care of yourself. Focus that energy on you for a change. All right. So up next now we have the King of Jazz. All right. King of Jazz would happen to be the King of Wands. So there's a focus of something here for you, Sagittarius. Very passionate about it, very tense about it. He usually goes after whatever it is that he's focused on. You have to place yourself in the king's position, okay? And that would be you. Whatever it is that you're focused on this week, you're passionate about it, and you're going after it, okay? He is a court card, so he could express himself, of course, in a sexual manner. Is usually, very positive. Also, to the energy of the king, he could also send in a burst of energy to help any Capricorn who is artistic or creative, and help them along the way with their creativity. All right. Following the King of Jazz, then we have the Eight of Jazz. Eight of Wands here is effective communication. Okay, even number of wands. Something could be coming in very, very fast here. You already got the Three of Blues, but you have the Mama, and then you have the King of Jazz. Something coming in very rapid, very fast, that may put a smile on your face. It may be through a phone call, could be through a text message, could be, any forms. It could be some type of, one-on-one communication from an actual person delivering some good news to you, Sagittarius. I'm sorry, Capricorn. Let me stay focused. Okay. Because they received the Eight of Wands. That's why I said Sagittarius. Anyway, there may be some traveling involved here, Capricorn. If you are going to travel, you're going to be safe to and from. So the good news that may put a smile on your face may come from that phone call, may come from the text message, may come from some element of surprise in some other area. Okay. Whatever you need to express this week in terms of communication will be well received by those you are communicating with, and whoever is sending you communication, you will understand and receive them as well. Nothing gets misunderstood or misconstrued whenever the Eight of Wands is in the spread. Up next, now we have, now you got the Major Arcana of the Sun. Boom. Okay, so you got two powerful major arcanas here, and when you receive the Sun, because it's the most positive card in the tarot deck, feeling invigorated, feeling energized, feeling happy, feeling successful. The yes answer to any question that you ask for yourself. Capricorn, of course, this is my health card. And I forgot to mention the Mama, since we talked about pregnancy and childbirth. Mirrors over here to the swords. And I said every time that these cards show up here, it could be that someone undergoes a cesarean section. Anyway, you could be the Capricorn, again, that works in the health industry, live in Florida, California, or planning to travel to those two destinations or somewhere else that's warm, sunny, and welcoming. All right. This is the card that also to represent that you could just go through the week. Some of you may have scheduled appointments, doctor's appointments, laboratory work. All is going to be well, because the sun never comes in to dimmer, and always comes in to brighten, and actually it comes in to heal too. So the sun offers healing for any Capricorn that I'm reading for emotional, physical, or mental. And then also too, feeling childlike, feeling definitely successful, very powerful. And then the sun offers blessings, Capricorn. Okay, so there's some sort of blessings that may be coming to you. Following the Eight of Wands, even more so. Up next, now we have the Knight of Blues. Knight of Blues is the Knight of Cups. All right, so this is specifically for those Capricorns who may be engaged and committed partnerships. Yes, you're getting out of that relationship and that which you are putting in. Knight of Blues also too can be an extension of a job offer, and also too on its own it could be the type of energy that forges romantic partners specifically. All right. Following the Knight of Blues, now we have the Hermit. Hermit. Major arcana, usually, neutral energy. To me, the lantern is always the light at the end of the tunnel, a clearer, brighter perspective. For anyone who wants to detach their energy momentarily, hint, it is underneath the mama. When I said some of you might want to pull back your energies from, being of service to other people, or just, wanting to focus the energy on yourself. This might be part of that, energy as well. So it doesn't mean you want to isolate yourself. It just means that you want to spend some quiet moments alone, maybe catching up reading a book. If it's in any forms of meditation, then, by all means do so. If you have to go within and just want to be by yourself to figure something out, you will arrive at the answers when you just have that moment alone. Okay. So this is the major arcana, the Hermit. Up next, now we have the major arcana, the Justice card. All right, so Capricorn's feeling somewhat liberated this week, feeling at peace. Anything that's not, that wasn't in your favor, I'm sorry, will, possibly turn around and be in your favor. This is the Justice card that always balances energy out. Okay, so feeling balanced for the entire week here. Again, feeling liberated, feeling at peace. Always assign workman's comp to this, but it could be any types of litigations that you may be dealing with. It's going to be in your favor. Okay, someone could be getting married here. The significance with the King of Jazz over top could be very important for someone that I'm reading for. All right, so we have the Justice card. All right, additional messages here for you. I'm trying to think. I thought maybe I was missing something here, but okay. So we have the Five of Blues, Five of Cups here. Simply means just like the Five of Jazz, Five of Wands. It's temporary if it does express itself, and I don't even put too much weight on the Five of Cups anymore, because the sadness or disappointment could come from, for an example, as I've been using, say maybe you set your alarm to wake you up at a specific time and then you oversleep through the alarm. And yeah, that would kind of piss me off too, especially if you set it for a specific reason and not, it could be for work, but it could be for other reasons too. So it's that simple. It could be if you have a child, it could be your child. If you have, other family members, it could be their energy. It could be, your romantic partner. It could be a platonic friend. It could be a coworker. Okay. Sadness and disappointments, that energy doesn't last too long if it is going to express itself. Up next, now we have the Ten of Axes. Ten of Axes in this spread is the sword. So there is some type of energy around you, Capricorn, that's coming to an end. And then something, of course, is going to not necessarily replace it, but something new is coming. Once anything ends, it's almost like the Death card, but it's in a minor type of energy force. So something ends, something new begins. All right. But there could be some Capricorns that I'm reading for. If it's not you, maybe somebody that you know, planning inpatient or outpatient surgical procedure. And that could be just going to have oral surgery, or seeing, the oral dentist or something like that. It doesn't have to be something major. But anyway, there is the Ten of Swords does offer recovery and relief, because it is going to be painful, whatever it is that you may be having or somebody that you know may be having. All right. Following that, and the last card here for you, Sagittarius, we're going to finish. Oh, now you get the Lovers like Sagittarius. All right. So when when the lover shows up in your spread, Capricorn, and you already got the Sun, right? You already got the Empress card. And Justice. Please pay attention to the major arcanas that are drawn for your spread. They will carry out in some way. The Lovers here levels everything out, and you already got the communication card. So again, you shouldn't have any problems in terms of your interactions with anyone, whether it's, in the workplace environment, whether it's the home environment. This is the card that always levels that energy out. Of course, spending quality time with family members, friends, romantic partners, could be business partners. And then, the lovers has the stronger ability to formulate and bring together new partnerships that could be business partners, romantic partners, platonic friendships, right? So I think you're pretty good this week, Capricorn. But anyway, as always, this is me just interpreting these messages here for you. Take what's going to work for you, leave the rest alone. You guys, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Have a safe, great week ahead. Always come back to get more of these messages from me. And I'll talk to you soon, Capricorn. Ciao.